Hello and welcome to another video. I'm David and today we're having a look at our Sussex Eurograde 1 size 1 safe. Very quick word about us. We are London and Home County Safes on londonsafes.co.uk. We supply and install, no extra charge for delivery or installation, and these are the things that people are saying about us on Google and on Trustpilot. And let's get in and look at the safe now. So this safe is from a family of safes that come in 7 different sizes. This is the smallest, the size 1, so it goes all the way up to size 7. And you have a choice of either a key locking safe, which we have here on the left, or a digital keypad, which we have here on the right. So the whole range, including the size 1 and the digital or the keypad, it doesn't make any difference, are all certified to Eurograde 1. That's EN1143-1 Grade 1, and that refers to insurance, i.e. what you can keep in the safe and expect to be covered for by your insurance company with their agreement, and that's either up to £10,000 in cash or up to £100,000 in valuables. Both the key locking version and the digital version are exactly the same size. Any slight consideration on the depth is if we have a look at the keypad on this one that's closest to me, you can see it protrudes from the front of the safe by about 30mm, whereas the key operated safe with the key removed has only got this little excussion that just protrudes by about 20mm, maybe less. So both these safes, either key locking or digital, and all the sizes, so that's all 14 safes in effect, are all certified to Eurograde 1, as I mentioned, and that means that if your insurance company are insisting on a safe, and often they'll insist on a Eurograde 1, that's the one that we hear the most often the clients need, then this is going to be the smallest safe you're going to get into that's going to tick the boxes for that rating. And also, if you're buying it begrudgingly because your insurance company are insisting, then the safe on the left, the key operated version, that's going to be your least expensive route from us into a Eurograde 1 safe. So looking at the key locking to begin with, it's supplied with 2 keys, and one of the considerations that people ask about whether or not to get the key locking or the digital version is, well, you really have to think about what you're going to do with these keys. They're not super strong, they're made of alloy, they're double bitted, as you can see. They've got a little tube, a little pipe down the middle. They don't like being on a key ring and sort of thrown down with your car keys and your house keys and things like that. They will eventually wear doing that, so if you put them in a little leather wallet or something, that'll be fine. That tends to be why 99% of people go for the digital keypad. You just tap a number and it's so much easier. So I'm going to go ahead and open the key locking version. So you just turn the key, and now you need to turn this knob, which will open the boltwork to these bolts here. As you can see, I'm turning and rotating, and then you're inside the safe. I'll now go ahead and open the digital version. It's just a case of tapping in a 6-digit code. It's clicked, that means the solenoid's open. You can now rotate that, and that now disengages the lock, and then you turn that and it's the same process, and the handle's doing the same thing. So now the safes are both open, as you can see. And internally, they're both exactly the same size. Internal height is 334mm, internal width is 275mm, and the internal depth is 180mm. Both safes come with this repositionable shelf. You can have it in any of the 4 positions that you see there, or you can have it completely removed. I've taken the shelf out completely now so you can see. So the safe on the right has the shelf, the safe on the left doesn't. So in terms of installation, you probably already know the safe has got to be bolted very firmly to the house or to the building, and we do that on this particular model. We have a fixing hole down here through the base, and we also have another fixing hole in the back onto the wall, and we always try to use both fixings in if we can, if your property allows us to do that, i.e. if the surfaces are ideal for that. But you can always talk to us and we can talk about it and see what options you have for fixing. We have a multitude of different ways we can install it, but primarily they're the 2 fixing holes that this safe's going to have to be bolted to your building. So as you can see, we've got a very thick door, very strong, and with anti-drill measures, and you've got these bolts, one at the top, two on the side, one at the bottom. This is the important bit that I was referring to earlier on. With this type of safe, you're going to get automatic insurance approval for the rating Eurograde 1 because it's a certified and tested safe. So this is what you're looking for, EN1143-1, which is grade 1, and this has been tested in the VdS German test house. This means automatic compliance. People often ask, oh, what do I need to tell the insurance company? And the insurance company have said I need to go to this safe supplier or that safe supplier. It really isn't the case. As long as your risk is up to £10,000 in cash or up to 100,000 valuables, your possessions, and you've got this plate and it's a certified and tested safe, you have automatic acceptance. They can't query that at that rating. Probably one caveat to add to that is, you know, if you took this safe and bolted it down in the middle of a drafty barn with no security, then any insurance company reasonably wouldn't cover you. The presumption is that it's in a secure property, that the property is already secured to the standards that your insurer wants, with the right locks on the doors and windows, your 5-lever mortise locks, BS3621, etc., a burglar alarm if that's what they've insisted on. So obviously the safe in its own right without all the other things wouldn't be compliant. Look at what you can fit in the safe. I use this Coke can. If you've seen any of the other videos that I've done, I use it because most people will know really in your hand how big this object is and how much space it will take up. And if I pop it in the safe, you can see, you know, how much room you have in there and get a sense of scale, hopefully. Here I have a luxury watch box. Let's pop that in for the same sort of thing and step back. It's not a huge safe, you know, like I say, it's compact for the rating, about as small as you're going to get at Eurograde 1, but there is room in there. Also normally look at A4 paper because that's something people generally want to store, and you will get A4 paper in here folded. You know, if I pop that to the back there, it'll fit in there, but it's not going to be in there really. That's going to hit the door because that's where the bottom bolt of the safe goes into, so it's really, apart from folded, not ideal for paperwork. The digital version is battery operated, and the batteries are really easy to change, or battery, it's only one single battery. This is a little door on a hinge, just slide that down and there's your 9-volt battery, typical smoke alarm type battery. So if the battery ever went flat, you just open it, change it and what have you. People ask, oh, what happens if someone takes a hammer, a burglar takes a hammer to the keypad? Okay, well, they're going to smash all of this off, but they're not going to get in through that. That's not going to help them get in. You're going to need an engineer after to resolve it and get you into the safe, but that's not going to let the burglars in, because the safes are, as you know, equally as secure as each other. It's just the digital keypad is more convenient. I'll just show you now a couple of still shots of some safes like this that we've installed, so you can get an idea of what it looks like in your home. Obviously there's no tie to where these properties were, there's simply photographs of safes. So if you are buying a safe from us and you've added it to your cart and you're checking out, you can buy a couple of accessories, and I'll just go through what they are. One of them is a magnetic sensor light that turns on as the safe door opens. It's just shut itself off now, but you can see it just detects the movement of the door opening. It can be really useful if the safe's in a dark cupboard or a dark space where you can't see very well. A flame retardant wallet for putting your documents in for some extra fire safety, but really not going to fit in this safe, unfortunately, even folded. It's just a bit too big for this particular safe. We do have a smaller one, and even that won't fit in, I'm afraid. Last thing that we have is a dehumidifier pack that keeps the contents dry, sort of reusable type of thing, with a moisture meter. I mean, it's not activated at the moment because it's still in its bag, but these can be very useful. They use them in safes, they use them in gun cabinets as well for keeping firearms rust free. So that's really it on the Sussex Eurograde 1 size 1. There's not much more to say, but if you have any questions, give us a call. If you're interested in one of these, we're happy to talk about how it can be installed in your property and things like that. As I say, check us out online, londonsafes.co.uk, and thank you very much for watching.